Welcome to this training session on developing effective resource bids that align with the goals and outputs specified in business plans. In this video, we'll cover how to analyze business plan requirements, identify necessary resources, structure resource bids, and create a compelling case for approval. Let's start by understanding why aligning resource bids with business objectives is essential for organizational success. The first step in developing resource bids is to fully understand the business plan and its specified outputs. A business plan outlines the strategic goals, objectives, and expected outcomes of a project or organizational initiative. Key steps: analyze outputs. Review the outputs and outcomes listed in the business plan. Identify strategic priorities. Understand which outputs are critical to organizational goals. Quantify goals. Assess measurable objectives to help determine the resources needed. For instance, if a business plan outlines an increase in product output by 20% over the next year, consider the personnel, materials, and technology required to meet that goal. With business plan outputs clearly defined, the next step is identifying and categorizing the resources necessary to achieve those outputs. This involves considering different types of resources and organizing them according to project phases or priorities. Key types of resources: human resources, staffing needs based on required skills and expertise; financial resources, budget allocation for various stages of the project; technological resources, tools, software, and equipment needed; material resources, physical resources like office space, supplies, or raw materials. If a business goal is to expand to a new market, you may need market research tools, additional staffing, and potentially office space in the new location. A well-structured resource bid improves clarity and persuasiveness. Present your request in a logical flow, outlining the need, proposed resources, associated costs, and expected outcomes. Components of a strong resource bid. Introduction. Briefly state the purpose of the resource bid and how it aligns with the business plan. Resource justification. Explain each resource type and why it is necessary. Budget estimation. Provide a detailed budget estimate for each resource category. Projected impact. Describe how these resources will help achieve the specified outputs. For a project focused on technology improvements, you might structure the bid by presenting each required software tool, its cost, and how it directly impacts efficiency and project goals. Focus on clarity and avoid technical jargon unless essential. A clear, concise bid will make it easier for stakeholders to understand the need and approve the resources. A compelling resource bid clearly connects requested resources with the business plan's specified outputs. Demonstrate how each resource contributes to achieving key goals and measurable outputs. Strategies: outcome mapping. Align each resource with specific business outputs, showing the direct contribution of each resource. Performance metrics. Highlight metrics that will be used to measure success, such as improved efficiency or cost savings. ROI analysis. Provide a brief return on investment (ROI) analysis, if applicable, showing how the resources will benefit the organization in quantifiable terms. If an output is a 15% increase in productivity, explain how adding additional personnel or software will directly enable this increase. Once your resource bid is structured and aligned with business outputs, focus on creating a persuasive case to support it. The goal is to present a logical, compelling argument for why these resources are crucial for achieving business goals. Tips for persuasive bidding: data-driven evidence. Use data to back up the need for each resource, such as productivity metrics, industry standards, or case studies. Risk mitigation. Address potential risks of not securing the resources, such as delays, quality impacts, or lost opportunities. Stakeholder benefits. Describe how achieving the business outputs will benefit key stakeholders and contribute to organizational success. If requesting advanced equipment, present data on how similar equipment has improved efficiency in other companies and outline the risks of not upgrading. With the bid completed, the final step is presenting it for approval. This is your chance to communicate the need convincingly and answer any questions stakeholders may have. Presentation tips. Use visuals. Graphs, charts, and data visuals can effectively illustrate costs, resource allocation, and projected outcomes. Anticipate questions. Prepare responses to common questions, such as budget justifications, timing, or alternative solutions. Stay concise. Keep the presentation clear and focused on the most critical information. Consider a slide showing how each resource contributes to specific outcomes, reinforcing the alignment with the business plan. Let's wrap up with a few key takeaways. Developing resource bids that align with business plan outputs involves careful planning, clear structure, and a compelling argument for resource allocation. Here's what to remember as you develop your next resource bid. Thank you for watching this video.